Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Did you know on General Hospital that Maxie Jones has a death curse attached to her love life? Do you have any idea how many of her past partners and lovers died by violence? Check it out. Hey there ABC soap opera fans. This is on YouTube. And we want to talk today about Maxie Jones' death curse. So many guys that she has been involved with have died in terrible ways. And we want to talk about that today. And we want to thank Twitter user Canadian Fuzzy, who gave us this idea in response to our Michael Corinthos death curse article, which you can find here. Because a lot of women he's been with have died. And Canadian Fuzzy said, "Now do one on Maxie's curse, her number is double Michael's lol. It's not quite double, but it is stunning, and you won't believe it. I'll tell you right off the top of the head, there are 7 men she's been involved with that have died. 3 of them were cops. So, they should just keep Maxie away from anybody who works at the PCPD, because she is quite literally the kiss of death on General Hospital." So let's start with her very first boyfriend, Jess Beaudry, who was Lucky Spencer's partner. And way back then, he was played by Matt Maricchini. That's who played Jesse Beaudry. And they met when Maxie Jones was in the hospital for heart issues, and Jesse was on the run, hiding from the police. He had been framed. He was a police officer. But then he had been accused of this crime falsely. And so he lost his police privileges. And he was running around. But she fell for him and helped him hide out. And eventually he got his badge back. And they fell for each other. Jess and Maxie were first loves. And while working with Lucky, Jesse was shot in the head and died. Despite brain surgery, he was declared brain dead. This happened from summer 2005 to spring 2006. And boy, Maxie was on a roll with guys that died that were in her life. And that was the first one, Jess Beaudry. Now, let's dig into the next one. Cooper Barrett, played by Jason Gerhardt. She referred to him as Coop instead of Cooper. He was her next love. She lost Jesse in spring 2006. Then in January 2007, Cooper Barrett came on the scene. And he lasted a year before Maxie's death curse struck again on General Hospital. He was an Iraq war veteran who became a police cadet. He was Sonny Corinthos' inside man. Sonny placed him into the cadet program so that he'd have somebody at the PCPD, so that he could keep his mob activities away from the police. Now, Maxie first met Cooper when he was a hostage taker. He was one of the people who stormed the Metro Court back in the day. He was masked and using the name 3. Then, Maxie unmasked him and saw how hot he was and helped him get away. This was back when Maxie was a very devious bad girl. She soon found out 3's real name was Cooper Barrett, whom she called Coop. Next, she helped him cheat his way into the academy, which she knew he was doing at Sonny's behest. But he had died of an apparent suicide. That was how it came out, because he was facing accusations that he was the text message killer. And then he was found hung to death. And so people assumed that was a guilty action. But it wasn't. In fact, the real text message killer had faked his hanging. And if you remember way back then, the real text message killer was Diego Alcazar. So poor Coop was her second dead cop boyfriend. Logan Hayes was the next guy to come along. And his run was March 2007 to July 2008. And Logan was played by Josh Duhan. He was another Iraq war veteran who worked for Sonny. And he was actually a friend of her prior dead boyfriend, Coop. So, Maxie and Logan and Cooper had been blackmailing Scotty Baldwin on General Hospital. But it turned out that Scotty was actually Logan's biological father. So it was very messy. And Logan was hot for Maxie, even when she was with his friend, Coop. And then again, reminder, this was her bad girl phase. Maxie and Logan made a bet. She bet him if he could get Lulu Spencer into bed, then she would sleep with him too. That she would cheat on Coop with him. And that was back when Lulu and Maxie were frenemies. They weren't best friends. They were rivals. And Maxie used to do bad things to her. As a matter of fact, Logan did get Lulu in bed. And then he started to really fall for Lulu. But the whole bet thing with Maxie came out. And Lulu was furious and just told him to go away. Then, he was furious at Maxie and attacked her. And Lulu saw him do it and she ran to the rescue. There was all this chaos, and Lulu stabbed him to death to save Maxie. So that was the third guy by 2008 that Maxie had been with who died.